Welcome to Albion TV's live coverage of the Asia War Report. I'm your host, Robin Andres, joined today by L Ford as my co-caster, and we have Bogle on the camera and knobs. It is indeed Friday, the 11th of November, 2025. We are... What did I say?
11th.
It is the 7th of November 2025. I lost all train of thought now because I messed up the date. We are one day away from the final invasion day. It is indeed tomorrow. Obviously, that means today may be a little bit quiet, but we never know. We may have, the potential for some last minute raiding. We'll have to wait and see. But L Ford, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I think this day isn't that bad, honestly, because in my experience, most of the top guilds are massing today to make sure that they keep their energy where it is or move it where they want it to be for invasion day. So yeah, getting raided today would be would really hurt a lot of guilds. Like on EU, we have a lot of guilds that just have just one territory with a lot of energy, and they're all gonna full mass today to just make sure nobody raids it. So I think today is not gonna be that bad, especially on EU. I'm not sure about Asia because we have a lot more hand holding here. But yeah, we have some people massed, and we're gonna see if they will fight each other.
Yeah, it's like I said, a little bit different here on Albion Asia. A little bit more handholdy. There hasn't, we don't have a war going on or anything. So things are a little bit more relaxed here. But we do have some groups out and about right now. We are just watching Beach of 3-2-1. They actually just had a 1 versus 1 just before we came in on air, as is the way. So as you can see, his 1 hour OC has 1 minute left. So they are beelining it back home.
So they've been fighting for a while, not just right before the timer.
Yeah. So apart from that, we also have Z out and about. They're actually defending. Well, I say defending. They are currently waiting inside the hideout that is under attack. It has lost a couple shields already. It's 2 shields down, 3 remaining here in Razor Rock Gulch. But we don't have an attacker outside.
No, we don't. I'm not sure if this guild was in the alliance before, because I remember Z playing around Limb Portal, and this is kind of innering more towards Smartlock Bridgewatch. Yeah, so I'm not sure if they were in the guild in the alliance before. I believe they were, though. I believe I remember seeing that guild there. But it's interesting they have a hideout here in Razor Rock Gulch. But yeah, they're ready to defend it in case somebody shows up. Don't know the circumstances, but I mean, it's All Rise owning the zone, so if All Rise shows up for this, I'm not sure if they will be fine with it.
Yeah, and just next door to this zone as well, it is billowing smoke. This territory had just been raided here. It has no walls, it has no fortifications, and the raw energy is just sitting on the tower here. There's 4,500 raw energy just sitting on the tower itself, and the territory activity chest was looted. So not sure what happened on that front. Maybe there was a mammoth cub inside of it. Not sure.
Yeah, but very odd that this energy, and that is a lot of energy. Like even like the owner can put it back into the tower, somebody else can take it into their territory. This is a lot of energy. Like we're talking about a lot of energy, a lot of season points. I'm surprised nobody showed up yet to pick that up. Yeah.
Just sitting there. Yeah, no idea. Bit of a strange one.
I'll keep an eye on it.
But yeah, elsewhere, we'll keep an eye out, see what else is occurring. Obviously, we do have castles at the top of the hour as well. On that front, do we have any castles? 'Cause we had some great content yesterday here on Albion Asia over castle content. We do have a blue in Sunfang Cliffs in that zone we were just talking about. But elsewhere, let's
I
see if
see
we
a
got any
purple in
legendary.
Redgrave Bog.
Ooh, okay. On the far eastern side of Fort
Yeah.
Sterling.
Not that easy to reach because it's either Fort Sterling or Limmer's going for it, and it's really, really far for anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But a chance nonetheless. And I believe that is it in terms of good castles. In terms of the
Yeah.
big point bringers, because there's quite a big gap between a blue and a purple if you have the right amount of people capturing it. And then of course legendary is even one step up after that. So it looks like we'll just have that. But of course also tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday on all servers we're gonna have one timer each with guaranteed legendary castles, where all the castles and outposts are gonna be legendary. So that is 14 to 15 UTC on Asia tomorrow. So there's more castles to get there if you need to get a bit more might for yourself or for your guild. A lot of season points on the line.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at the season overview right now, we do have 3 guilds, well within touching distance of at least hitting crystal rank. Hog Riders definitely going to get it. Heck, they may even get it today on rotation if they get a castle. Sunset, not too far away with 7K points. And then Minerva X of the Joker Alliance, also not too far away with 8K season points. So those 3 definitely going to be able to hit crystal rank. That will put 20 guilds here on Albion Asia into that crystal ranking. Last season, let's have a little peek. How many got in? 23. So not too shabby. Obviously, depending on final point payout day as well. You never know, right? Someone maybe gifted it. Summers, for example, with the Hot Alliance, they're currently not within touching distance, 180k season points, but they can definitely get that amount of season points on final invasion day if they wanted to push themselves into that bracket of crystal.
Definitely possible. If they're friends with Happy Day, for example, which live close to them, or KK Future Party, Stellar Alliance, there's just in their area, like they play around the Thunder Rock area, just there are 70k points. So it would be possible if they wanted. But yeah, I was actually having a look at the points that we have, and I was like, wow, there's so many points. Like, is this a new record? But then I checked, and season on Asia season, which was it?
Season 25, I believe, is the
25. Yeah, 1,437,000 points by upper class. I believe that is the record. I don't think Americas
Yeah,
or
it
Europe
is.
were higher than that.
Yeah, because I remember, because season 24, Wonjin actually took that record because they got 1.3, nearly 1.4 million season points, and I remember that was the highlight of the season, so to speak. It was talked about quite a bit, and then the following season, upper class was like, "Hold my beer, we're taking that record off your hands," and they were able to smash it as well. So yeah, I don't think All Rise is going to come close to getting it.
I mean, they could if they want to, but I'm not sure if they need it for their ego. They might just be fine with just getting rank 1 and giving some other guilds some extra points for money. Yeah. Sandbox Kings, by the way, there was somebody who picked up the energy and put it back into the tower from Sunset. So that happened. And we do have a Zerg that just showed up here in Cliffs, but they zoned to Gulch, while the Z Alliance zoned to Ravine. So in Gulch we have good alliance with a command Mehmet, 17 Disarray. I'm not sure if they are supposed to hit this hideout, because they're leaving back to Cliffs. Okay, and Z is still in Ravine. Yeah, I don't know what really is going on, but
yeah, good. They zone back into Cliffs. So I was just checking the amount of season points All Rise have in their current possession in terms of raw energy in all their towers. They're just about at around 110k in all their current territories that they own. So that won't be enough for them to smash that record. They would need another 100 or so K more to do that. So it could be something. Could be something to keep an eye on for tomorrow. See.
Yeah, let's see. Meanwhile, I switched back to Z-Call, and he is dismounted. They have a 29 disarray in Razor Ravine, and there is a defender as well. Defender only has 19 disarray. That's the Papaya guild. I'm gonna see if I can find an inside POV. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a fight, or I would guess it is.
There's also the Good Alliance Sunny Doll in the zone northwest from here as well. So all three of these groups we saw yesterday fighting for Sunfang Cliffs Castle. So maybe it does kick off again here. We're obviously it's a game of repositioning, diddy dancing, all that jazz. We'll see. This is hopefully our content for today.
Yeah, well, we'll have a look. I'm trying to figure out how this guy is being written. Oh, yes. I missed the letter. Is that correct? Yeah, okay. I got the name. They're not fighting yet, though, so... I mean, I can still show the name. It's this one. King Louis Vuitton.
Nice.
Oh, All Rise showed up in Razor Gulch, and they're smashing the hideout now. Okay, well.
Okay, yeah, looks like Z-Core is potentially moving back to the Northwest Door to zone in here.
All Rise have a 30 disarray, so they have same numbers with Z, but there's also Good Alliance here with the 22. And obviously Z is also not friends with Papaya, as it looks. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen here, but the hideout is down to 90. Oh, they're not gonna make it. It's 90%, 3 minutes 30 left. I don't think it's possible. It's level 3.
Level 3, yeah, it's not.
I think you need 5 minutes at the very least to smash.
Yeah, uncontested as well. And Z just overcharged here, popped their food, and they're making their way right towards the hideout now. A little bit unfortunate timing there. Enjoy the money it costs to launch, I guess.
No, it only recovers 1 shield, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, do they show up tomorrow here to whack? That is the question, right?
Yeah, that is a good question because it is
day and it's 14
Invasion
UTC
timer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think they realized it. 2 minutes 30, 80%. That is not going down. So if you didn't know, if you're like hideouts have a certain amount of HP and a certain amount of wait, we have fighting already, maybe, and a certain amount of regeneration. So and there's a certain amount of maximum damage per second you can do. So essentially, it is limited how much damage you can do and how quickly you can kill. Will destroy a hideout. And yeah, Z-Call is going in.
Yep, here we go. First couple deaths, all pretty much Z members dying here. It's the first wave, so to speak. The first troops that foe sent it in to try and keep All Rise here on the battlefield. But right now, Z are getting slaughtered. Finally, some kills going in their favor as they secure 5. Keep an eye out on that kill feed, bottom left-hand corner of your screen there. Obviously, this fight very spread out, east to west, north to south. A lot happening outside of our point of view, but we will stick with Z because he is the main shot caller here for the Z Alliance. And it's a bit of a bloodbath. Finally, it looks like Z stabilizing themselves and firing back.
Yeah, the southeastern blob that's coming, that's Papaya. They're probably going to be working with All Rise. The blob on the hideout is good, who are being as useless as possible by trying to smash the hideout, even though it's just 1 minute left. So they are not going to do anything in this fight. Yeah, and these kills are being traded back and forth. I believe Z has Regears here or in Archers, because we saw them in Archers Rest earlier. A lot of All Rise members are low, so they're finally catching a few. Couple more being caught. Don't see Papaya yet in this fight.
The sheer amount of pressure coming out here onto All Rise is insane. I haven't seen members get topped all the way back up for quite some time. Got members low, left, right, and center, and it's a slow bleed out here. I mean, it looks like a miracle is going to need to come All Rise's way here if they're trying to swing this fight back in their favor. I don't think that's happening. I think this is going to be an absolute wipeout here for All Rise.
Yeah, but Papaya's on the east flank of Z now. A bit far still from the main Zerg, but they are approaching it. They're approaching it from the east. So we can see it here. There they go. And not hitting anything.
Down. Yeah, D-Tank did a good job there. Just completely shutting that down. Z-Core now looking at Papaya Puck here on the eastern side. Burning some of these early defensives here a little bit too soon. Z's just launching. I don't know if his Zerg actually knows where he is, but DPS players slowly starting to creep up here. Got players riding in mounted to try and cut off that kite path here. Papaya firing back, securing about 6 kills on that engagement. But that just gave Z enough time here to get all their members on top of Papaya Puck. And it's going to be a slow bleed out. And you can already see it in that kill feed. It's happening.
Yeah, it's looking good. Like they're running them over. So Papaya had a lot less members, and All Rise seems to be completely leaving the map. So Z can have this pretty much a fair 1v1 on their terms, because Papaya was so late to come in here. More members going down there to brawl. Still a lot of other members low, and I mean Papaya is already fleeing. They're already full running. I have a camel maze on the field as well. It's looking good.
Easy.
Now even the naked punching them. All right. There we go. What I like to see. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened. Like the communication between these groups, if they wanted to work together here, was just really subpar. And Good Alliance being, well, I mean, I did say useless, and I think I stand by that, because trying to smash a hideout that is mathematically impossible to get a shield off, instead of helping the other guilds that are apparently working towards the same thing with you, yeah, just doesn't work. Like that's, I mean, I think they're still in the northeast here, holding.
Yeah, they are just watching.
And, I mean, they have a lot of battle mounts out here. Like I saw a Mammoth as well. But yeah, no, they're just watching all their friends. Well, we think they are friends. Die here. And I think Z-Call is going back to the battlefield now to pick up some loot as well. Gosh, there's a lot of bodies here.
I mean, you know, it's crazy, right? Like, Rise getting stomped like that. They're the #1 guild here on the season. They are, you know, the season victors for season 29. I think that just goes to show the difference between, you know, Z, who's literally, we've been watching Z as an alliance fight day in, day out against multiple different groups down in Limhurst at this timer, and do really, really well. You know, their players are warmed up. They know how to play the game. All Rise, I can't remember the last time I seen them here on the War Report. So
but
here we go again.
Another fight now. 2. Now they're warmed up.
Let's see.
Already people are getting caught already. They're gonna make it out. Yeah, the movement from All Rise comes in now. They're moving towards Z. They're moving in. Z has to be careful here.
Yeah, clashes happening. Couple members of Z going down here. They need to get topped up here at the front lines. Not sure where the rest of Z actually are at the moment. Don't see many players on my screen. but those Astro Staffs are just pumping out that DPS. Members of All Rise starting to get a little bit low, and this was the issue last time. They just weren't able to restabilize. Here comes reinforcements on the north side for Z.
Oh.
And a devastating blow here. Right on top of our Shockwaller POV. Momentum
Z-Call is actually playing on snare charge even. He's not even air compressing. So they're playing off the Camlin maze quite a lot.
This is something right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Z is stabilizing. They have a couple low members, but they're stabilizing in general. All Rise has a lot of people still at half or less HP. And Z-Call is looking for them.
Yeah, the pressure, the rock
down.
wars on top. Someone asking for help in say chat as he dies. That's not how it works there, bud.
No, it's not.
Oh dear.
Well, looking here in the east, they're losing some people here on the counter engage, but so many All Rise members so low. A couple in the missed rocket jacks, but they're about to die here. Yeah, more and more people going down. That's a lot of DPS players going down. A nice return there from the I forgot the name. The 100 striking fists ability.
Yes, that one, Alford.
There's an achievement for it, so people probably know it from that.
Oh dear.
People have probably heard about it.
Surely. But look at this.
Earthside Maulers.
There you go. But I mean, All Rise, I would say they I want to say they did a little bit better, but to be honest, I don't think they did. Like,
they also got some early kills in the first fight, but then they just couldn't stabilize. Oh, there goes a Shaper. That's not All Rise, but still.
This group here, all in tier 4, by the way.
Yeah, if that Shaper was not tier 4, he would have gotten some kills there, but unfortunately he was.
And look at this, we have Starfield riding the Venom Basilisk here, getting hunted down to a bar of HP. Got the southwestern door right here. Will he be able to make it out alive? If they still have Disarray debuff, he's not going to have the immunity. He gets bought back here, forced into Cleric Cow, and he is deleted as well. That's a 50 mil battle mount removed, and it did not trash as Wang Pow did loot that Venom Basilisk. 50 million estimated market value there on that battle mount alone.
Yeah, so well done. Well deserved, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, a great victory here for Z today. You know, defended the hideout, so major objective completed. Won the first ZVZ, wiped out All Rise, and then literally took out Papaya Puk right afterwards. Then second round of action as All Rise came back for another swing at it, and then just got absolutely devastated here by Z. And I want to know, like, is Z, because I'm pretty sure you're right, I don't know if this guild that has this hideout here in zone was part of the Z Alliance from the beginning. Is Z looking to move into this area?
It's the guild, it's Mogu, right?
I can't see it because of the
if it is, they were definitely part, because they own all the territories around Limhurst, so they were definitely there with them. I'm also checking right now. They have a total of 6 territories. I want to check if they have one territory nearby. No, they don't. All of the territories they have are around Lim Portal. So if they were to raid somebody here, they couldn't really take advantage of it. They would have to travel very far with it.
Interesting.
Because they were looking like they might put a banner on the Papaya Pok territory there.
Yeah, they are zoning back into that zone. They may still do that. Still got 32 minutes left, right? Plenty of time to work with here.
I mean, just killing the siphoning mages alone is also quite good. Gives you season points as well. Looks like they're dodging that though. So maybe they're looking for some more difficult content. Maybe they're gonna attack the castle of goons nearby. Who knows?
Surely they go bank loot, right? They just won 2 ZVZs. They just looted a 50 mil battle mount on top of all that. You know?
Yeah, they're probably going to Archer's Rest.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, that's some good early action here about the Dire of Destruction. It could be also spicy tomorrow. If it full resets, they will have to launch again if they want to get rid of it. Nothing happening in
That's
Redgrave
not
block
cheap.
yet. No, we're talking about, well, I think about 100 million silver to launch on that.
Yeah, it's a quality 6 zone. Not sure how long it's been there for, but it'll be up there.
Yeah, it's not pocket change. For a big guild like this, I mean the gear they lost here is probably more than that. So, but I mean they made so much passive income through the season, through all the handholding and owning these territories, getting so much siphon energy. They're probably fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's probably enough to be like, okay, guys, we're disbanding, and then half a season later you see them reopen and all the guild funds are gone. They all start from zero.
Oh,
right?
where did that go?
Yeah, no, guys, we didn't have any guild funds. We paid you out all your splits, all your 1 billion total, and no, that's all the money we had. Sorry.
GM rocks up for CTA faux 8.4 masterpiece set. Yeah, don't know where the money went, guys. Not sure. Can tell.
Or the GM shows up with a new name, you know. You never know.
Or that one. Yes, you are right.
Yeah, I forgot my password, guys. Sorry. All the stuff is gone.
Oh dear. Well, we do have Giga. Actually, we do have
Holding a castle already?
Yeah, mainly Aguilar, but it's all the way up here in Sunfang Cliffs, literally next door to the zone that we were just.
Oh, how did they get
watching
there?
The ZVZ. Oh, you know, did a little thing called riding a mount there, Elford.
Yeah, but I thought we would have maybe seen them. So they must have joined, like, gone through here right after everyone left.
They probably came through the static, Sunfang Cliffs static, right?
Yeah, it connects to, what is it, Chasm?
Chasm, yeah.
Yeah, right, because you can go through the one, yeah. Yeah, I still like that. Just today I had a look at the map and I was like, you know what? If your guild really wants to go for like a high season ranking and you want to just do castles all day, Razor Rock Valley is a nice map because you can reach 6 different castles within 4 maps from your hideout location.
Yep.
So, and of course you have on some days you might have the chance to get like a double castle even, depending on circumstances.
Yeah, the power projection that you can do here on the west to north side of the inner ring is absolutely insane through static dungeons. It's broken in my eyes. It is something that I did highlight to Retroman as well. Obviously it's not that high up there on the prio list. But maybe if we get an update in the future when, you know, they look at, you know, outlands and territories and guild seasons and stuff, it's probably going to make it in the list to see some changes because, you know, the fact that you can go from Sunfang Cliffs to Razor Rock Chasm, walk up through Deathswift Bog into Murder Gulch Ravine, and then into Gap, and then from Gap, you go in the static dungeon there, you can end up in Dead Pine Forest. You know, you're skipping so many maps.
Oh, you're looking at that one even, yeah? I was thinking that if you're in Deathswift Bog, you might as well go to Passage. So, yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
A lot of them very close together here in this area.
Yeah, and Razor Rock Passage, you can use the static dungeon in that map to go to Razor Rock Verge, and then you're right next door to Highstone Meadow.
Yeah.
So again, you're
And
skipping...
you're also, well, pretty much next door to Avalanche Ravine. So
yeah.
it's close, yeah. I mean, there's a couple other possibilities as well in other parts of the map, but there's not as many castles that clustered in those areas.
Yep.
So,
And you know, power projection, it's always an issue, right? Travel time is a factor, especially in like in the inner ring areas. You know, back in our day, L Forward, we had
yeah.
a Darkbro Snag tunnel. There was a tunnel in Darkbro Snag that literally took you into Sunfang Wasteland directly. Like you could go from Darkbro Snag into Sunfang Wasteland, and that tunnel was removed because the sheer amount of power projection you could do was absolutely bonkers. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
I do hope that the static dungeon skipping is addressed in a future update, just to try and
Or
balance
if
the scales out.
we at some point get like a new Outlands map that this is already accounted for, and just the things like the castles and objectives are spread a bit differently, because initially there were a lot more connections between zones, and to make castles have a certain distance between each other, they removed a lot of connections. For example, you could go from Sunfang Cliffs to Deathwish Bog before. When they removed that because it was too easy to get these two castles then and such like that. That was before the static dungeon rework that added these entrances. So yeah. So essentially this map is from January 2020, and it's just been fixed a couple times.
Do you think
yeah.
we're overdue a brand new Outlands map? Do you think it's time?
I would personally say so, yes. But
I would agree.
yeah, I don't think anything like that is coming yet. I hope it's coming one day, but it's not planned as I know right now.
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense, right? A lot of on all three servers, you know, the time slots, you know, that's when you would redo the time slots of prime times and stuff, balancing of territories and everything to shift, you know, more of the higher tier quality maps into the actual, you know, prime time zone, so to speak, of the actual server itself, focusing more on its player base, you know, mixing it up a little bit. Yeah, I do hope we have a new map in the near future, and those time slot issues are addressed and everything. Because especially here on Albion Asia, and also Albion Americas suffers with it quite a bit as well. A lot of the prime time or the prime zones in the inner rings are really, really early or really, really late for the actual, you know, player base group that it's focused on actually, you know, for.
Yeah, it is an issue. I mean, especially on an A, because I mean we know that a lot of European players play on an A, so it does make sense. But that essentially most of the fighting on an A is on 18 and 20 UTC.
Yep.
Yeah. Those are the two earliest zones on an A.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and over here on Albion Asia, right, the latest ones that are, you know,
Giga is fighting Z now.
Okay.
Although that's only a fusey, I believe. Yeah, it's only 17 is array.
Okay. More Giga coming in. Here we go then. Choke point. Like Z, a little bit disorganized at the moment. We are. Oh wait, where we are on Z or are we on Zoro?
I guess we're in Z-Call now, and he just zoned in from southeast, and now they have 36 Desiree, and they're gonna run over Giga within the next few minutes. Yeah, I'm not sure if they baited this or if this was by accident, but yeah, that's not gonna be good for Giga. Like it looks like it's over already before it began.
Yep.
Because just a minute ago, Z-Call was not in this map, and Giga had a small number advantage, and yeah, it's completely turned over.
Yep. Up to a 38 display debuff now for Z. Yeah.
At least Zoro made it out. Okay, he's alive. Yeah, I don't know if Giga needed to do a bit better scouting there, make sure they had somebody southeast. I mean, yeah, I mean, southeast is Arthur's Rest, so they gotta be aware who's in Arthur's Rest if they're about to fight right next to it.
Well,
yeah,
right next to this zone, we also have a fight happening over the blue castle, as the boys of Goons are holding defensive position. Not against Seaman this time, so you don't have to worry about that one out forward. It's against Bears, which
that
want to look at. No, that's up to you.
That's up to me. All right, so Goons here with a 29 disarray, defending against Barrows, and they look like they have more. Yep, 32. My eyes didn't lie to me there. The bulb was quite big, 151 plus in the zone.
And that blob zoning on the southwestern door, that's going to be Z coming into here as well.
Yeah, they have even more numbers than the biggest force here. If all of them are going to zone in. That's actually not confirmed if they will. Because Z-Call is not there yet. Oh, no, they're moving there. I think they're going to be moving here. I think we're going to have a three-way. Usually if it's a three-way, what you do is you just take the other gate and then you pinch the defender. But we don't know if any of them have any relations with each other. Barrows is already making some space.
Yeah, Goons are stepping out. Well, they were stepping out. I don't think I really want to do that. We have a siege. The western door's already down.
Do they realize that there's a blob smashing gates there? Because they don't seem to be moving at all.
Goons has a small group that just pushed them off. But first gate is down on the western side of the castle.
Oh, they actually had a group. Okay, interesting. Well, Z now... I'm not sure if they're fully zoned in. Yeah, they did fully zone in 35 disarray. They are orientating themselves more to the east now, though. Looks like they might be flanking the other attacking alliance. I'll let you know if we can switch to Z-Call, because right now he's still flanking. Yeah,
let's switch to
Z-Call.
Alrighty, here we go. Got ourselves a little three-way. Z, I don't know where his... Okay, he's got a sandwich
Goons is in the back line.
I'll see. Side. Oh my. Oh. Okay, this is going to get real messy here real quick. We are in a very small choke point and a massive hold here. And the Bears are in the trap, or Barras are in the trap here. And Z are literally just walking through them. And the Goons, well, they're gooning on the south side as well, making sure there is no escape here. Z-Call doing what he did previously, and that is just living on top of his opponent. And a massive deletion with, I think it was a bridal bomb.
That was a bridal, yeah. Maybe two bridals, but it was a bridal for sure.
Wow.
Massive.
That was timed perfectly there by that little bomb squad unit. Great positioning, great read of the battlefield. But Z, look at the kill feed here. They are losing members.
Yeah, they lost a lot of members while pushing Bears because they had a big group going around them and then essentially trapping them there. But they also lost people to Goons because they did not expect somebody just showing up behind them. So they're very spread, and then they're losing people very far away from Z-Call here, like very far away from a POV. So they're probably still engaged with Goons.
Yeah, they are. Goons just finishing it up. If we want to switch back to Goons POV here, they are still chasing members down outside the castle.
But not all these kills are done by goons. So I think a couple of them were actually by bears.
Here we go. Goons out in the open field, looking at Z on their eastern side. Z's still chasing players down here at the moment.
Yes,
Goons.
they are. But they're also still losing members. And it looks like they're about to leave for now. Not sure if they lost anything important. But they shouldn't be the one leaving here. They still have the 33 disarray. The defender has a 29. Bears is essentially over. They might be chasing some bears. That might be it. I wonder if they have their eyes on a battle mount potentially.
Yeah, Goons choosing to fall back to their...
Oh. Z has regears coming from the city and trying to stop people here.
We'll switch back to Zekel for now.
But they're not catching anything.
It must have been like a battle mount or something, right? To commit your foe Zerg into the next zone to try and chase people down. They must have had their eyes on some sort of battle mount or something.
I think they were trying to catch bears simply by bringing in the regears from Arthur's Rest. But the regears didn't really find targets, and yeah, they didn't find a single kill here in Battlebreak Grassland. I'm not sure if they're gonna take another fight here potentially, or if they're just banking. Just a quick bank. Looks like they're just doing a quick bank. All right. Yeah, we'll be right back. Don't worry, goons. I'm quite sure they're gonna come back for another fight.
Yeah, Giga also regrouping here in Arthur's Rest as well. We see them holding on the northwestern Invis Shrine there. Z actually switching to an elite wild boar, so maybe they don't go back to the castle? I don't know. I don't know. This is getting weirder.
I'm not
here.
sure.
Getting weirder. Interesting. Zoning out. We'll see where he goes. If he goes away from the northwestern door, we'll switch back to our castle POV.
Yeah, they're regrouping right now. Ark is here too.
Here? Okay.
Yeah. Goons is still holding plane, but they're being mobile, and Bears is here as well, but they're still holding on the southwest gate. So we have at least 4 Zergs here. We also know that All Rise is theoretically masked. Papaya is theoretically masked. Giga is theoretically masked. If we wanted to, we could have a really big fight here. But I think everyone wants to get into that strategic position first to, to not get flanked or to get pinched or put themselves at a disadvantage.
Looks like Z are not going to be taking the fight here in Battlebreak Plain. Not sure if they're going to go up the Sunfang Cliffs or they are just making their way back home. Obviously, the elite wild boar here on Z-Call could just be for castle loot carrying, so...
Could be, but it could also be his extra sets and loot.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. Well, let's switch. Yeah, let's switch back to our castle POV with goons inside, at least for now, while we wait for something to kick off here, as we come to the final 12 minutes here of the old prime time window. We do have a blob zoning in on southwestern door. By the way, I thought I'd go check the rare castle on the edge of the map in Wetgrave Bog. There's a 10-man group here, or thereabouts, flipping it in like 5-2, 6-1 gear.
Well, good for them.
They may be able to actually get this, to be honest.
Yeah, I said it, like, this castle is kinda in a weird spot because it's not really close to a portal and it's kind of in between two portals and you have to run a bit. And all these guilds are fighting more in the inner areas. So, yeah, that's what it is. So Bears is here on the southwest. They have 20 disarray only, so they are still missing a lot of regears. I think they had 32. But they're also being scouted by rats and by the Giga Alliance that's still here. I'm not sure where their regears are, like why it's taking them so long that they only have a 20 disc currently. Z-Call is back in Atros, okay.
Yo, my
Well,
my guy cannot make up his mind what he wants to do.
okay, so they're all breaking OC right now. I don't know why, because if they double OC, there's still over 30 minutes left. Why do you break OC if you have 30 minutes left? Okay, another group about to zone out here. That is... looks like to be Giga. So, Giga is going somewhere. They went to Grassland now, so they might be looking to go into this fight here.
Well, while we wait for everyone to get into position, now is a good time to remind everyone that tomorrow is final Invasion Day coverage. It's point payout day tomorrow, and we'll be covering all the action here on Albion TV from 1400 UTC, obviously starting at 1400 UTC with the Asia Invasion Day coverage. Then at 18 UTC will be the European server Invasion Day coverage, and then 01 UTC will be the Americas server Invasion Day coverage as well. So make sure you're following the channel to be notified when we go live.
But in addition, we're also doing 22 UTC Legendary Castle on an A tomorrow.
Double trouble for the Americas server tomorrow. Yep. So,
all right, Bears is back. They already destroyed the east gate, and the other blob is Giga. Bears have regrouped. They have 26 disarray, so they lost 6 disarray. I believe they had 32. So not quite sure. Giga is still mostly invisible. It looks like Giga is leaving the zone, actually. They realize that they don't have enough numbers to contest these two groups. So they're getting out.
Well, 9 minutes to go here until the castle can be looted. Plenty of time for Bears to make their move here. We are not going to be able to go overtime today, so when we get to the top of the hour, no matter what's happening on screen, we will have to end it there, unfortunately, as we have other obligations to attend. Is there a Learning with Lupac show later on today, Vogel? That is a I don't know.
That is a I don't know, yeah. Giga is actually still here. They returned, kind of, and they're now smashing the western secondary gate. But already Goons has a couple people going there. And Giga's not here fully, like they had some people zone out. They lost a bit of disarray. So not quite sure what this is about. No, but they're dismounting, so they're looking to also contest this castle. Of course, you have a way higher chance to get the castle if you're just smashing from the other side. And if the other two groups are just very busy with each other, maybe you can get it. So we'll keep that in mind, and I'll keep you updated on the progress there. As Goons has a small group trying to deal with this.
Yeah, Goons, though, pulling everyone inside and rotating now, it seems like. They are giving up that eastern door. Yeah, let's look at foe sendage over here to the western side. Aguilar looking for something there at the front lines. They do find one. Hector's having a bad time going down on that engagement. Goons, will they look to faux send it here? D-Tank's great arcane stoppage coming in here. Goons realize that they are in a little bit of a bad position as the Bears come clawing at that second inner gate here on the eastern side.
Yeah, Goons are currently the meat of the sandwich. Bears is making quick progress on the eastern gates, so they might have to full send one side and then quickly get back into the castle, or they stay in the castle and they try to make them fight each other. But I think you can only really do that if you go to the Lord Room itself.
Yep, and they will have to make that choice sooner rather than later. But here we go. Bears looking for a headbutt engagement on the eastern side. Gigpot's activated. Goons looking to fire back. RPOV going super deep into the back lines, but preemptive defensives are already down here. Will delay DPS find an angle here. A couple kills secured, but needs to be a lot more than that. That western side, that door is about to go down here as Giga make their approach. RPOV struggling to get back in through the gate here, maybe in a spot of trouble. Cleric Cow activated.
Yeah, Goons have to fall back to the Lord Room, because now if both Giga and Bears destroy this inner gate, they essentially have to fight each other on that center of the castle, essentially. Of course, Bears could also go through the suicide choke, but yeah, that one is, as the name suggests, very difficult to push because it's so narrow. We see a Shaper getting some good kills there, very nice. That gives Goons a little bit of extra time as they decimate the numbers of the stronger force here, on the bigger force. And both groups pull out again. A Giga is full pulling out.
There is another blob coming in by the southwestern door here. That's going to be a regroup of the Arc Alliance. That may throw a spanner into the works here just a little bit. Bears, though, starting to step back in on the eastern side. This is where Goons should be taking full advantage of the situation. They see Giga pulling away to the northwestern side to potentially go elsewhere. Goons should now just be faux sending it here, trying to remove as many Bears as possible while they're not dealing with that western flank. But seems to be a bit of a stalemate here. 4 minutes to go. We still have a door standing in the way for the attackers.
Yeah, so still quite a lot of time. I'm not sure what Giga is doing. I first thought they might go around the castle and get into the bag of Bears, but now they're going back to the west side. They're still mounted though. The Goons is holding Bears. Like, they can definitely hold Bears here long enough to just open the castle and claim it for them. And it looks like they're also winning the fight. But Giga is walking in from the west now.
Uh-oh. Nice Bastion. Is it going to be enough, though? Engagements here on the choke point. Cleric Cow's activated. Will keep the Goons alive. But surely Bears go for an engagement over the wall. Nope. I saw the Damna wrapping itself there. But Bears choosing not to engage. Now Goons, they should just give up this, let Bears and Giga clash and just do their own thing. But Bears falling back as well, Giga falling back as well. I believe Arc has now fully approached the castle just outside.
Unlikely anyone else than Goons gets this one. I mean, if they push out a bit, Bears could do something sneaky and go through the small choke in the back here. They only have one gate to go, which is at 100% still, yeah. But they could at least interrupt from there where they could push. But Goons already has people there as well, just in case, to get some early information on anyone engaging here.
Well, let's see what they can do. We're just about to hit the final 60 seconds until that castle can be looted. It looks like Bears are pulling back once again. Goons just going to be chilling here.
Giga is kind of behind Bears now. Well, they actually now mounted up. No, I think they're leaving. They're either going for a very wide flank or they're leaving. There's another blob again. That is Havok's a new group here. 22 disarray. They show up a bit late though, I gotta say.
Yeah, a little bit late to the party. I did see Havoc yesterday, though, as well, here on the War Report. A new group, it seems like, forming up for a bit of medium-sized content. Love to see it.
Yeah, medium-sized content seems to be very active here. I mean, I guess we can argue whether 30 disarray is still medium-sized, but yeah. It is it's an interesting fight, definitely, to take. And a lot of groups out here today, as expected.
We do have another group here. I don't know how big that group is, but it's the Heavens and Night Guild. I just saw them on the northeastern side. It could have been that ragtag bomb squad that we saw earlier on, a couple maps away when we were watching the other fight. I think it's that same group there. Massive red on red deletion on the kill feed. Just to the southeastern side.
Oh, it's Bears pushing Arc now. Okay. I don't know if we have a Bears POV.
Well, unfortunately, it would not matter as we hit the top of the hour here. The castle will be looted here by goons. These guys will carry on fighting. We cannot stay, unfortunately, today to carry on the casting and watching the fights unfold past the top of the hour. We do have other places to be. So we're going to have to wrap it up here. L Ford, thank you for joining me as my co-host today. Bogo on the back end, as always. And we'll be back at 18 UTC for the European War Report, followed up by the AO Daily Show and then the PvP show to follow suit afterwards. So make sure you're following the channel to be notified when we go live. But until then, thank you guys for watching. And wherever you are in the world, have a glorious morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. Adios.
Goodbye.